John Haller, 12th District Representative, Pennsylvania, Republican. Congress shall now vote for approval of HR8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including redacted dollars to prepare for a national-level terrorist attack and or attack from redacted. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of the population being affected by redacted. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on censored, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of redacted, including irradiation redacted, with possibility of redacted, airborne, censored, flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as redacted, spewing, censored, escaped, or released, or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said redacted due to their enormous size and otherworldly strength. Should event occur in urban areas, censored, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed redacted, body disposal actions shall be halted, and associated resources shall be reallocated to redacted, underground, censored, protecting birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by redacted. Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your votes. Censored. Okay, some of you may have already heard this one, and maybe even recently, because this keeps getting reposted. I'm going to show you the first frame here. This is a generic C-SPAN image. You can find a couple of copies of this on a couple of websites, but back in 2008, when this meme was created by The Onion, they only had a few C-SPAN episodes, hundreds of hours. But basically what you do is you take all of the different images from these statically positioned cameras used for C-SPAN, and you censor out the people, and then you can insert people in them. But what happens is a couple of people figured out how to make video loops. And what they did is they found a couple of times when people like this were in the image, but no one was standing here, and they were waiting for someone to come up. Now all you have to do is create this little square space here, making it look like you got a camera over here pointing this direction, and you can make your own C-SPAN video. But of course this is Onion Span, otherwise known as O-SPAN, because it was done by The Onion in 2008, January 17th, as a joke to make fun of people who believe the U.S. government really does have secret sessions that somehow C-SPAN records that show them talking about aliens and, the Illuminati. Now, I want you to notice the position of all the chairs in the scene there, and this is our little representative that's actually an actor. He is not really a representative, obviously. He's got a chair behind him. That should have been the first clue. The other clue would be, the very clearly indicated Onion Span. And, yeah, it was literally a fake video. Now, we're not going to really be talking about the video too much other than that's just kind of funny the way it was done that way. But anyway, here we go. The Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill, HR8791, and Representative John Haller, Republican from Pennsylvania, 2008, aren't real. The Onion logo replaces the C of C-SPAN, making it O-SPAN, 2008, January 16th, and it was 1 minute and 46 seconds long. A lot of people took that video and went really, really just the extra mile, to do this. They would do a real simple trick to make it uber hard to find out what was said in it. They would just zoom in on him, or just zoom in enough that you could see that. But they wouldn't let you see the C-SPAN logo being changed into the Onion Span logo, or O-SPAN. Next. H.R. 8791 actually was a 1970s Free Speech Act in the 94th Congress. It prohibited the court from granting the United States an injunction against any party seeking to freely speak or publish on any matter except where the government could prove categorically beyond a shadow of a doubt that it would result in a direct, immediate, and irreparable damage to the security of the United States or its people. And it also prohibited them from making contracts like gag orders so that you couldn't silence people. This is an anti-whistleblower thing that was being prevented. 1970s. See also Watergate. Let's just let that sit. Just let that soak in for a second. So The Onion put this out in 2008, and this was actually pushed through as a finalized rule, but this is the origin of it, by 1978. after 1776 bicentennial celebrations and after Watergate and such. Or not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this wasn't around Watergate. Why don't you all look up this history? It might be interesting to look up history. This is fake. This is fake. This guy's an actor. That's it. Now, I'm going to prattle on and on here because I'm really good at just babbling. Okay, first things first. Obviously, it's the Onion. Second, people are actively reposting this as of 2 days ago. This is a 8-year-old faked video. And they do things like cut out the OSPAN logo and even change the name or don't tell you where they got it. Some of them even just edit out the audio by putting in bleeps and bloops. And on that same video page on YouTube, it shows themselves claiming to be a dyed-in-the-wool, honest-to-goodness American patriot and, of course, a Christian that would never lie to you. I'm going to leave a search link below for you to find all the pages that still post this. I'm going to even include a couple of links that lead to them, including a few of them that say, well, I'm just going to include one to a web page that says, while this may be a faked video, we all know it's real, which doesn't make a damn bit of sense. If any YouTube channel you find still has this video up and they refuse to acknowledge that this was a fake story and it was just a humor story making fun of conspiracy theorists, and they got caught and they were fooled and they need to acknowledge it, if they won't act like a grown-up enough to do that, that means you should stop listening to them entirely. And you should tell them that. You should chastise them for it. Number one. Number two, people who post it as a joke, if they reveal the joke a month later, that's funny, especially if it's around April 1st. Next, people who obviously went out of their way to get rid of the OSPAN logo for Onion and a bunch of other things, trying to mix this and match this with other things, or claiming that they were there filming it, or that they are the person who said these things, or any other variation on a lie, who don't want to be criticized. They're trying to filter out people who will question them because they want obedient sheep. And they always scream that everybody is a sheeple. I'd like to also look at the really, really strong counter-arguments they post. I'd also like to point out that Weeping Willow is the one who just recently posted a video about this, saying flat out, yeah, I know this is fake, but I'm going to post it anyway because I'm a God-fearing whatever the hell. Just saying. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with all that.